Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Rusty's Mustang Garage. Today is, I believe it's going to be part 7 of working on the Project 1965 Mustang Coupe. We are actually going to be starting ripping out the trunk floors and the transition pan and pretty much all the sheet metal in the trunk and get prepped for new frame rails and new floors. So here, let's take a look at what the trunk looks like now. Alright, as you can see, the trunk is really rough. Looks like the previous owner had tried to put in some panels or some sheet metal to fix the rotted drop-offs. He's got a patch on this side that hangs over. There's a new piece of sheet metal on top, as you can see by when I place the panel separating between it. There's like another panel on top of the original floor pan. It's not much better on this side. You can see the weld through here where they placed another piece of sheet metal over the rotted trunk floor, and again you have the trunk floor drop-offs also on this side. So what the object is going to be is to try to remove this side as cleanly as possible, but I don't think it's going to come out cleanly because it's pretty much Swiss cheese at this point. I mean, this goes all the way down into the frame rail. You can see where they welded on the sheet, put some seam sealer over it to hide it. Previous owner must have loved working on this car. So it's alright, we're going to cut it all out, get it back to brand new-ish condition. I think I'm going to bring out the plasma cutter. with this piece here, part of the original trunk floor, there's a patch panel they put on the outside right over it. Quite a bit of a mess. I think I'm just going to cut this patch panel out with the plasma and be done with it. I don't think I'm going to do too much more cutting on this side because it's already separating pretty good from the rest of the car. I don't want to lose any alignment. Alright, I've been working on the trunk floor and the drop-offs for a while now, and I thought I'd be able to pull them out all in one piece to kind of use like a jigsaw puzzle, put things back together, but there really is no hope for them. They're basically Swiss cheese metal. A lot of rust, couple layers, couple patches the previous owners put in. So let's take a look what I've gotten done so far. Alright, I've cut, or plasma cut, the trunk floor on this side, left side of the car. There's some metal still attached to the top of the frame rail. I'm not going to bother taking it off because the whole frame rail is coming out. Really don't want to cut too much more because everything is pretty flexible in here at this point. On the passenger side, kind of much of the same thing. They had a panel welded in over the floor. I thought it was just a hole, but it appears a good portion of the trunk floor was replaced with a single panel that was just, I guess, welded on top of the existing metal. And to make matters even worse, they put in a patch panel for the side drop off there as well. So you got like 3 layers of metal you're working with here. I thought I'd be able to save it, like I said, for a jigsaw puzzle piece, but it's going to come out in pieces with the plasma cutter, with the panel separator, with the big hammer. Yeah, it's just going to be a mess. I tried to drill out as much as I could, but this is really all very thin. I can't find the spot welds. And I got this chunky metal all over a seam here, so we're gonna try to plasma cut around this corner, up through here to release the transition pan, and just take these off a little bit at a time. All right, so this is what the passenger side trunk floor looks like. Not much better than what the driver's side looked like. There were several layers of metal and the trunk drop off. Here's the original trunk floor, as you can see. Yeah, it was kind of thin. They just put a patch piece right over it. They didn't remove the old one. So I had to remove like 2 or 3 layers of sheet metal to get down to the frame rail, which is pretty much, I mean, this side's not horrible, but it's getting replaced. Swing over to the driver's side, and there's daylight in that. This side is really bad. So we're gonna wind up replacing, I think, both frame rails. Transition pan is really nothing more than collateral damage for this. Although it was kind of rusted on this side. So, all right, I think we're gonna wrap this video up here. I got the trunk floors out. That's what I wanted to do in this part. What's next for the car is likely that it's going to be going onto the frame jig, because the frame is getting really springy, I would say, back here. So we'll get everything on the frame jig locked down in place, then we can start cutting out the structure, and I won't have to worry too much about it falling apart on me. So if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. And any comments, questions, feel free to hit the comment section below. See you in the next one.